Yo, this your girl, Yena Brion. Today I want to touch on a statement that I made on Instagram that kind of confused some people, right? So I made a video pretty much being transparent about, my old misconceptions of love and how I used to think that. Well, actually, let me play the video for y'all. And then I'm going to tell y'all what statement confused people. And then I'm going to play the video, a follow-up video in response to that confusion, all right? Then I want to add on to that. Let's get into the video. See. I really used to think that me lying to women was my way of protecting them because I love them. I don't want to see you hurt. My truth hurts. And I don't want to hurt you because I love you. So I'm going to lie to you. I really used to think that way. The truth is, love isn't always this pretty, beautiful, soft thing. It hurts, probably most of the time. So if you love somebody, be truthful. No matter how painful it is, it's going to help them grow. And it also shows them that I love you enough to not rob you of your freedom of choice. Because when I lie to you, you are with me against your own will. Because you think you with somebody that you're not. All right, so the statement that tripped some people up was when I said that love hurts most of the time. So here's my follow-up video in response to that confusion. So I confused some people when I said that love hurts most of the time. So let me try to break this down the best way that I can, right? It's not that love itself is hurtful. It's our idea of love that we were sold on that hurts us the most. It's this fluffy, coded version that we've accepted. And anything that opposes those views or those beliefs, we don't acknowledge as love. It's the lack of understanding of what true love is. The fact that love is played out differently in different spaces. The fact that love gives you what you need and not what you want, that may hurt you in the moment, but it's going to help you in the long run. We hurt ourselves when it comes to love. It's the loss of love that hurts us. It's the loss of what we think is love that hurts us. Like when God strips somebody away from you because you're tightening your grip and you won't let this person go or this thing go on your own, we hurt in that moment because God sees what we can't see because we're blinded by our version of love. Or our desperation to be loved. But because God loves you for real, God has to hurt you in a moment to help you in the long run. So it's the idea that hurts us, not love itself. Yeah. Honestly, man, that video pretty much summed it up. There's not much more I can add to it. Just let me elaborate a little bit on some things, man. Like, do you know how many times we think it's the devil or we blame some things on the devil? Like the devil working today. More than likely, that's God. Sometimes God have to hurt you to protect you because you won't make certain moves on your own. So God have to force certain people or certain things out of your life. And you think it's the devil working. And the whole time the devil was keeping them there. But God had to hurt you in order to protect you. You know how many times, or you know how many people think their parents didn't love them because it wasn't done in the way they thought it should be done, or it wasn't displayed in a way that suits their idea, to the point where we couldn't even see our parents' sacrifices, how our parents was hurting themselves because of their love for us and to make sure we had certain things. I just think that we really like romanticize love and we just refuse to see the two ends of it that makes it whole. The ugly you have to endure to even appreciate the beautiful end of love. Love grows you up And growing up can be painful at times. It's the things that must be done out of love that's hurtful. It's the things that gets in the way, like your ego, that stops you from seeing what love truly is. Man, there's not much more I can add to it. To be honest with you, love is a beautiful thing, and everything is all good because everything is all God. And if you could foresee why we have to go through certain things, how that's done out of love because it's going to benefit us in the long run. If we could foresee that. Love it's not like just a feeling that feels good all the time. Like love is an action word. And like I said, some of the things that have to be done out of love, like for example, right? Let's say I have a best friend. We've been knowing each other for a long time, right? And a lot of people stay friends with people because they factor in time. Like time be the biggest factor. I've been knowing this person for such years, and that's the reason why they keep them in a personal space. Even if that person is hurting them, even if that person is taking more away from them than they're gaining from being around this person. Just because time is a factor, they would keep that person around. So let's say I'm in a situation with my best friend. We've been knowing each other for 10 plus years, but I see that us being around each other is no longer, we're not an asset to one another. If anything, we're hurting one another. We're growing in two different directions, or one person is growing, the other person is not, right? I love her enough or him enough to let them go. So we won't continue to hurt each other. If you think that making that decision out of love feels good, being honest with yourself, that don't feel good all the time. You know what I mean? Like when I said the loss of love or what we think is love, like again, when we hold on to certain people that we pretty much reshaped ourselves for or hidden our true selves for and showed up as someone else just to maintain a position in their life, when God give us certain signs to make those hard choices right away and we choose not to, it gets a little harder when God had to do it for you. It hurts more when God have to do it for you. That's why I keep telling people, choose your heart. It's going to be more painful if God have to do it for you after giving you so many signs of doing so. Because God love you, God have to move certain pieces around in your life to make room for what you truly deserve. It's just you can't see what you deserve. So we were hurt for losing what we thought was love, not realizing that you lost yourself. You didn't lose love, you was losing yourself in your idea of what you thought was love. You wasn't loving on yourself enough, trying to love on somebody else to keep them around. God, like, you don't see it, but I see it. I'm going to take care of that for you. Go ahead, sit back. I gave you ample amount of time to take care of that. You didn't do it. I got you. Because you deserve better. You just don't know it yet. That's all I want to add to that. Well, right now, that's all I got for y'all right now. But I'm pretty sure, I have more in me. I'm just talking from the space that I'm in right now. But that's what I meant by love hurts most of the time, because life is full of lessons, baby. And it does not feel good all the time, but it's for your greater good. And it's all out of love. All right? Y'all have a blessed day.